little foundation training tip that I've noticed when y'all out in the park or doing the one-on-ones, which I'm doing now. If you want to do one of those are great. Half an hour doing it in the office and show you some of foundation training's core elements videos, but also just working on the decompression stance, making sure you got it right. Make sure you got it right, because if you don't have the decompression stance, you've got nothing. You're just doing something else. I don't know what you're doing, but it's not foundation training. So this is something to help you with, something I've seen a lot. When I say pull the hips in, I've seen a lot of this varus knee, where the knees cave in like that, looking a little knock-kneed. So
if you feel like you're shrinking, then you're probably doing this wrong. You want to lengthen.
Add to your body. We are squeezing and lengthening. Everything is about the eccentric contraction, if you will, in foundation training. That's using that muscle in a lengthened state. So that's what we're doing here, right? Measuring stick hands and pinkies on your pelvis, because a lot of us have those hips forward. So when we tighten, we get everything back. So I'm not just squeezing, I'm squeezing and lengthening. We're using the iliopsoas in a lengthened position. And it's an eccentric contraction, boys and girls. That's what it's called. So we're engaging it in this position. Opening up, decompressing. That's a good place to start. And then if you're thinking about the hip hugger position, which is to help the hips, that's when you're squeezing those adductors, but you're adding it to the length. We're not squeezing it where the knees come in, because we don't want to generate knee motion, because our knees are already doing too much of that, too much of this or that. And when doctors tell you bone on bone, that's what they mean. It's not as fully compressed. Rarely, I don't think I've ever seen that. It's always this. There's spurs on one side. So you think you can fix that? Yeah, you just gotta pry it open. So that was what we're trying to get. So you should feel that the knee actually opening up in a lot of these stances we got here. Maybe I'll show you from the side. Measuring stick hands, the pinkies on the ASIs. That's the front of your pelvis. So if your pelvis is forward, you're taking those pinkies and you're pushing it back. And then at the same time, I'm lengthening. So I'm feeling that the thumb where the ribs are, the lower ribs, lengthening. I'm engaging there. Pull that shirt tight so you can see. Next thing I'm doing is I'm here, a little glute squeeze, and I'm pulling those hips into that socket, really compressing them in. And then the outside of my feet will lift naturally. They keep telling people to get off the outside of their foot, but what are they doing to do that? They're just, okay, it's from the knee. That's not what we want, okay? We're not robbing the knee. The knee's not good at this. It's not good at that dance. It can do it when it needs to, but mainly, you know, it's just doing the flexion extension. It's a bit of a dumb joint, right? All right, it's not dumb. It just has a specific purpose. So knee just flexion extension. Hip, lots of motion, okay? It's the ball socket joint. You can do all the things and all the things. No Pauly Shore for you. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Anybody know Pauly Shore? All right, so let's just show the founder. Let's do that. Boom, boom. Squeezing those glutes, pulling those hips in, and that naturally pulls the outs of my feet up. I know you can't see that in the grass. And we're not caved in completely. We're still keeping the balls of the feet down. It's the same as this sphere of tension, right? And this should be hard. That's the key right there. Bringing those fingers up. That should be tough. That should be tough right there. If you don't feel that, then you're cheating somewhere, okay? No matter who you are. Couch potato or super athlete, you should all feel that. You might be caving in the chest too much. Your hips might be too forward. All those things are gonna make that easy. You're keeping that decompression stance, right? We said everything's about the decompression stance. So as I hinge, I raise. Do it with an exhale. There we go. That is the founder, boys and girls. And the deeper I get, the more my arches activate. I really feel pressure come out of those knees as I hinge.